Hi, this is Rika. Welcome to this class. This is a sweet, short, and juicy class to strengthen our shoulders and open our chest and to be ready to start either into the day or keep continuing with the day, whatever time you choose to do this flow. We will start today in a easy pose or whatever comfortable seated position you want to choose. And then we will close our eyes or soften our gaze. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your hands onto your knees, either facing your knees or palms facing up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Just find yourself on the mat, your focus into your body. I invite you to take a little bit longer exhalations, so inhaling on the count of 4 and exhaling maybe 6, 7, or 8 counts, whatever is available for you today. Take a few breaths like this on your own and choose whatever length you want for your exhales. Try to squeeze all the air out of your body with your exhalations. And inhaling all the way into your tummy with your inhalation. One more breath like this. Then release your breath. You can keep your eyes closed or gaze softened, or you may open your eyes if you want. And with your next inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky or towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist towards the right. Your right arm comes behind you, your left hand comes on top of your right knee. Your gaze goes back or towards the right, whatever feels comfortable for your neck. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. One more exhale to the left. Inhale up. And exhale, fold over your thighs. Walk your hands towards the front. Take 3 breaths here. Try to keep your sits bones on the mat underneath you. Only fold with your back through your hips. Inhale, come up. You can change your legs. One on top that was underneath, or one to the front that was behind, and then exhale, fold over this constellation of legs. Walk your fingertips towards the front, keeping your sits bones on the mat underneath you again. Inhale up. You can walk or straightly come up with your arms, and then find your way into a tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Core is strong, shoulders are projected so you're not falling in between your arms. You look in between your hands, fingers widely spread, index or middle finger pointing towards the front of your mat, whatever feels comfortable. Your toes are untucked, the back of your feet pressing into the mat underneath you. Take one breath here. Really feel the alignment. And with your next inhale, extend your right leg towards the back. Your left arm comes up parallel to the mat, and then lift your back foot off the mat as well. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbow, bend your knee. Bring knee and elbow together, engaging your core. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Stay here. Bend your knee. Extend your left hand towards your right foot. Grab your right foot and then press into your hand, opening up your chest towards the left side. Take a few breaths here. Try to engage your core, opening your chest and pressing into your hand with your foot at the same time. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, release your hand onto the mat underneath your shoulder. Your right leg stays extended but comes all the way onto the floor or onto your mat. Then rotate your left shin outward, so that it's parallel to the short side of the mat. Your foot outside of your mat. Rotate your upper body towards the right and extend your right arm all the way towards the sky, either looking up or to the front into a supported side plank. Inhale, come all the way up into an upright position, your hands to the sides. One breath here. Engage your core. Exhale, bring your hands together, interlace them behind your back, and then bring your shoulder blades together, lift your chest up, look to the front, chin slightly tucked. 3 breaths here. Don't forget your core to protect your lower back here. With your next exhale, release your hands, walk your fingers or your hands all the way towards the front, outside of your mat, into a variation of puppy pose. So lower your chest towards the mat, your left knee is in 90-degree angle, your right leg is still extended. Try to come onto the floor next to you with your chin. It's okay if you don't, it's a little bit more challenging than the usual puppy pose. And don't forget to breathe. Inhale, walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your right leg into tabletop position. Now we're standing sideways on our mat. We will do the other side from this position. So with your next inhale, extend your left leg all the way towards the back or towards the side. And then inhale your right arm up, parallel to the floor, and also lift your back leg off the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to elbow. Engage your core. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. One more, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Bend your upper knee, so your left knee. Extend your right arm towards the back, maybe grabbing your left foot with your right hand, and then press into your hand with your foot, opening up your chest. And don't forget to breathe here. One more breath here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your arm, release your leg straight to the back. Rotate your right knee this time to the long side of the mat, so outward. And then inhale, your left arm up towards the sky or towards the ceiling, opening up to the front of the mat. Inhale, come into upright position, arms straight to the sides. Take one breath here. And then bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lift your chest up, engage your core chin slightly tucked. 3 breaths on your own. Think about the deep exhalations. Maybe you can use them here. And with your next exhalation, walk yourself all the way towards the front of your mat into a variation of puppy pose. Your right knee is in 90-degree angle. Your chin comes towards the mat, or your chest comes towards the mat underneath you. And take some deep breaths here. Inhale, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Your left leg come underneath your hip. And if you're not on your mat anymore, then walk yourself onto the mat. Tuck your toes under and come into your first downward facing dog. If you want to walk your dog, then feel free to move around a little bit. Step from side to side. Maybe you want to even twist a little bit or shake your hand, nod your head, and then find stillness again in your downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Really lift through the pelvis all the way up towards the sky. Your shoulders are away from your ears. With your next inhale, bring your forearms onto the mat underneath you into dolphin pose. Exhale, come up. 3 more like this. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Bring your knees towards the mat underneath you and come all the way into Balasana, child's pose. Take 1 breath here. And with your next inhale, walk your hands towards your knees. Come into a upright position, sitting on your heels. And then lift your hips up so you're standing on your knees. Roll your shoulders back. Take 1 strong breath here, engaging your core, keeping your shoulders strong, your back strong, your legs strong, the back of your feet pressing into the mat underneath you. Now, if you want, you can stay like this, or you tuck your toes under. And then with our inhale, we are going to bring our right hand onto our heel, swinging with our left arm over our head, all the way towards the back of the mat, lifting our chest up. And then exhale, move through the front, all the way to the left side, opening with our right arm all the way towards the sky. Exhale through the front. Inhale over the right side all the way up. Exhale through the front and all the way to the left. 1 more on each side. Move with your breath. Inhaling up and exhaling through the front. And then exhale all the way to the front. Untuck your toes into child's pose. One breath here. And then tuck your toes under and come all the way into downward facing dog again. Find your alignment, feet hip distance apart, hands shoulder width apart. We will do some Chaturanga lift ups. So with our inhale, we move into plank position. Exhale, move over your wrists with your shoulders, lower down into 90 degrees angle with your elbows. Inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 4 more like this. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, plank, Phalakasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Stay here. Take a few breaths in your downward facing dog. And then inhale to plank and exhale Chaturanga all the way onto your mat as slowly as you can. Bring your hands on top of each other, elbows pointing to the sides into crocodile pose. Take 1 or 2 breaths here. And with your next inhale, bend your knees. Bring your arms behind you. Maybe you can grab your feet or your ankles and then try to lift off your legs. Your thighs stay parallel to each other. And then really press into your hands without lifting your chest too much. At this point, we're using our legs right now to prepare for bow pose Dhanurasana. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your thighs, lower your feet back onto the mat. Bring your hands in front of you, elbows pointing outward, head onto your hand. Two more breaths here. And then again, bring your hands behind you, bend your knees. This time, either grabbing your ankles or your feet and lift off your chest, lift off your thighs into full bow pose Dhanurasana. Look towards the front or on the floor right in front of you, whatever feels good for your neck. And then try to lift off as far as possible. Your thighs still stay parallel to each other. Knees hip distance apart. Don't forget to breathe. One more inhale, come a little bit higher. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands underneath your head, your feet on the mat behind you. Maybe you want to wiggle your hips a little bit from side to side. And then find stillness and balance out your spine before going into our last asana of this short and juicy practice. Inhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and come all the way back into child's pose, balasana. Walk your hands towards your knees. Bring your knees hip width apart. Bring your hands behind onto your heels and then place the crown of your head onto the mat in front of you. The crown of your head you can measure by placing your palm onto your forehead and then where your middle finger touches the top of your head. That's the crown of your head. This space you place right in front of you and then lift your hips up into hare pose. One last breath here. And with your next exhale, slowly lower back down onto your heels. Bring your hands either to the front or to the side of your body into a full child's pose. Roll your head from side to side, massaging your third eye. And think about the breath that we did in the beginning. So try to exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. Find stillness with your head. Maybe you want to sigh it out. Make any sound that feels right for now. You can either move to Shavasana from here, or you bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift yourself into an upright position. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Maybe lower your chin towards your chest, towards your fingertips. Namaste.